things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will take the first swing of the game. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
To the ground with the back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Looking to throw on third. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Pass interference, defense.
The defender got a little desperate there. Grabbed, held, and the offense will take the penalty. Gives it on the option. Picks up the first down, still moving. Touchdown, Rebels! Great job by the back on the option.
And every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Wildcats offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. From the gun, the ground game. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll run it from the gun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts it down. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. A designed run for the quarterback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Had to throw it before he wanted. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Rebels want to move quickly. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
And the Rebels are rolling down the field.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to USF.
Picks up the first down.
We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Jet sweep to the receiver. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. The give on the inside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He's knocked down in the backfield, and even that spin move couldn't create space. And the Wildcats, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Quick strike complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go right back to it. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Handoff to the single back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats! You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The play-action fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Allen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. From the gun, running back gets to give. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
Number 12, odds to kick it away.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The option look. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. On the move. Across the 45. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Looking downfield on first down. Might be looking to run. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
I tell you what, the offense, they get the big run play, and then what are you thinking? Maybe play action, take a shot. How about the defense? They were ready to roll. Even though they gave up the run, they didn't just play the run. They were ready for the pass and got the big sack.
The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He'll keep it himself. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, though.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
The Rebels in the hurry up. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. After the miss on 3rd down, the punt team is on the field. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
All right, that's when the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A-gap or the B-gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. They didn't do it that time.
The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. He's looking downfield to throw. Hauls it in. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
This time he's got it. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Quick release by the QB. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Fighting off the defender. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Rebels will call on their punt team. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Turning it on! Got the first down, looking for more. You'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, you got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Quick completion to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. From the gun, wants to pass. Back open in the middle. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've been stuck in the mud, giving their punter a workout, and somehow they still have a chance as they take over here. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They go to the ground. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Catch in the middle. It's Eaton. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up. The give to the back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Paul. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. The Rebels will punt this one away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Bunch formation for these receivers. The give to the single back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air on 1st down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wide out. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. And he was able to get away from 1 tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Tulane is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 21 to USF. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Fires to the tight end. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He lost one down the sideline. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Handoff to the lone back. Breaks the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Wants to go up top. He's got the tight end. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Good timing on the quick out. Not much running room here thanks to this senior defender. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Oxford. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught Hemingway.
The Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Eaton. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Wants to go up top on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
That inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and whoo, he took it.
And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out route. Snowed under by the defense. The Wildcats line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Quick completion on the out. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Looking to throw on first down. Makes a connection. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Handoff to the lone back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Back to the ground with the running back. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. The Wildcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quick catch on 3rd down. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. It's a draw. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6. Kentucky will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And again, stopped right in his tracks. Nowhere to run. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. And the ball's out there after it. Recovered by the defense. at least a chance for victory away from the jaws of defeat.
And I just love the effort too, Reese. I mean, this has been a long, hard-fought, tight game. It's been a physical game, and a lot of these guys on defense, they played a lot of snaps. They are tired, but in this situation, you're seeing the effort. Guys flying around, creating a fumble. Boy, it does not get better than that.
Caught behind the line. It's Allen. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Brings up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catches, signaled for, and made. They're going to open this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's eaten. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. The give to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Might as well give it to him again. Creates a little space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Going to the ground. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. That pass is incomplete. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. At the 20, he's got space. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Kentucky now operating in the red zone. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Makes a man miss. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll try to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Fires to the big fella. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. The Rebels headed quickly to the line.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Here comes the hurry up.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling to help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Throws to the tight end. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds us back in the middle. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Connection to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Complete to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. They go to the draw. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Rebels want to crank the tempo.
And coming out in the 2nd half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this 2nd half, defense picking up where it left off.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got his man, makes the grab. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Coming up, 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
And This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
They'll keep it on the ground. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Finds his man. It's Morton. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. The give on the counter. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Kentucky. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Tulane is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 31 to USF. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the catch. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. It's Paul. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the pummeling has started. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. The inside handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Off the play fake. It's complete on the right side. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Hand off from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd down.
Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Kentucky will be forced to punt. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drop. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. He'll take another shot here. Brings it down on the right side. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Punts it out of the air. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. And it's his fourth interception of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Wildcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Can't get him to the ground.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. With the clock running, this should be the final play. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.